pray that our egos does not like separate it, or the internet, or guys, or like nothing. You get what I'm trying to say? Like nothing. I hope.
Do you worry? Do you worry about that a little bit?
Sometimes I be on my shit. Sometimes she be on her shit. You know, like
you're human.
We're human. We're women. We're not girls. We're women. Like sometimes I want to be with my man.
Now, honey, if you've been keeping up with the City Girls, then you know they've been secretly coming for each other for a hot little minute now. JT even threw some shade at Young Miami in her last 2 singles, and Miami seemingly clapped back in her new single. But word on the street is the reason why Miami is really mad is because she's pressed about the success that Jade is receiving on her solo projects while she is flapping miserably. Her talk show got canceled, Diddy dumped her and left the country, and her music career is in shambles. She has nothing going for herself now while JT is flourishing. Now, if you're a City Girl fan, then you know Young Miami is a hot mess right now, and the streets are even saying she broke. Her major source of income was those $500,000 monthly allowances she was getting from Diddy, but ever since he got exposed, all that went down the drain. She's barely making money from her music career because the City Girls have not been able to push out a hit in years, and Caresha Please has been canceled. So now she's online trying to sell varsity jackets to try and make some money for herself. In fact, one of Miami's best friends revealed to media Takeout just weeks ago that Diddy was slashing expenses as he faced a struggle, and a major target of these cuts, Young Miami. According to Miami's pal, Diddy had been splurging on private flights, shopping sprees, and rent for a luxurious Miami penthouse. She disclosed that Diddy is now pulling back on covering Young Miami's costs. Although Diddy did gift her for Christmas, his generosity has waned. No longer footing her rent or handing her cash, he made it clear she shouldn't bank on his support going forward. Before we delve into the juicy details of this saga, let me break down why this situation hit rock bottom. As I mentioned earlier, this rivalry has been simmering for some time now, and devoted City Girls fans have anticipated this explosive showdown. Now, when this feud started, a whole lot of people were in denial because of how close Keisha and Jade are. I mean, Miami held the group down while JT was in jail for identity theft. Miami was out here performing on stage almost every other night while she was heavily pregnant and even stacking up some cash for JT so she would have a little something when she got out. And when G finally did get out of jail, she thanked Young Miami for holding her down, and they jumped right back into working. They released 2 albums together, featured in multiple songs, and got covers of magazines. They even got several endorsement deals. I mean, they were really out here living their best life, getting that bag. However, things started to take a shift a couple of months ago, and at first, people thought it was just because they were occupied in their own relationships. Jade was rocking with Uzai real hard, and Miami had her situationship with Diddy, as well as Caresha. Please, but when people started to quickly notice that there was some tension between the two of them, Jade put up an IG post calling Miami out for switching up on her. She said, "Watching somebody change on you and they pretend to be completely unaware of what they're doing. Really? The worst feeling ever. But the best thing about retreated betrayal is you get stronger." People couldn't help but notice that shortly after this incident, JT decided to unfollow the City Girls Instagram page. Miami was also called out for not showing JT enough love on social media and rarely defending her, even though JT always has her back. Remember that dramatic showdown between Cardi and JT a few months back when Cardi labeled JT as Nicki Minaj's sidekick. Cardi and her fans went all out on JT, and Miami stayed mum. She witnessed Cardi and her fans relentlessly target JT. Miami later claimed she was asleep during the chaos, but no one was buying it. Now, I must say, JT had no issue stepping up for Miami just a few weeks back when Miami had a run-in with Dai's side piece Gina Hunt. Following that drama, fans picked up on a noticeable shift in their dynamic. JT began to carve her path, hinting at solo music ventures. Rumors swirled that JT grew weary of Miami's insincerity and chose to part ways. JT added fuel to the fire during an interview with Angie Martinez, acknowledging troubles with Miami and expressing hopes that external factors wouldn't lead to a split.
And I pray that our egos does not like separate it, or the internet, or guys, or like nothing. You get what I'm trying to say? Like nothing. I hope.
Do you worry? Do you worry about that? A little bit.
Sometimes I be on my shit. Sometimes she be on her shit. You know, like
You're human.
we're human. We're women. We're not girls. We're women. Like sometimes I want to be with my man.
JT took the spotlight by revealing her solo EP in an exclusive Interview magazine feature. She boldly declared her move away from group dynamics, ready to carve her path. Dropping her first single, No Bars, she threw subtle shade at Miami's ties with Diddy. Her lyrics echoed, "I'm a real big dog. Are you just a scrappy dude playing wifey while he's not into you?" Now, even though JT was clearly stirring things up, Miami didn't respond at first. That is until JT threw some more shade in her new track, Sideways. She called out Miami for dropping her and buddying up with Ari Fletcher. For those who aren't up to speed, Ari and Miami have been hanging out for a while now. After Miami and JT went separate ways, Ari even appeared on Carisha Pleases, and she was recently seen with Miami at a Las Vegas bash celebrating her birthday. So it's clear that Miami has swapped JT for Ari, and she's not holding back one bit, while JT, on the flip side, isn't here for this link up. She made it crystal clear in the song. She declared, "I'm not friendly. I don't mess with you girls. Trying to take who? Not enough of you girls. Those fake girls got me side-eyeing them. It's a whole new game now. Forget the past. I'm on top now. I don't care what you think." Someone suggested, "You're probably referring to Young Miami with, 'It'll never be the same. Forget the past.'" Another asked, "Is this a Keisha diss? You've changed your tune now." Miami could have joined in to congratulate JT or at least share the song, but she didn't. Many feel Miami might be envious of JT's solo career success, which seems to be fueling the current buzz. JT's music is everywhere on TikTok. Her new single is poised to chart on Billboard, and she's making waves at fashion events in Europe and gracing magazine covers. Miami, however, saw her talk show disappear, got dumped by Diddy, and her career took a nosedive. The buzz around Miami being envious of JT sparked when she coincidentally kicked off her solo career just as JT released a new song. It's like a plot twist. She attempted to ride JT's momentum to boost her solo music. The city girls are on the brink of war, and it's only a matter of time before things escalate, leading to them hitting the unfollow button on IG. Naturally, opinions are flying. One observer remarked, "Carisha always throwing shade at JT. I'm surprised no one picked up on it as there's tension in Keisha's interviews." Meanwhile, JT radiates positivity, shrugging it off and attempting to make Keisha feel included. It's definitely brewing some drama, and she's feeling the heat because JT's got solid support and she's aware of it. Someone else chimed in, "JT has had Miami's back even when Miami was more focused on Diddy and what he could bring to the table. She just figured out what everyone else already knows." Now spill your thoughts. What's the tea on Miami being salty about JT's solo success? Is Miami really trying to swap JT for Ari in the friendship game? You know the deal. Drop your hot takes in the comments below and hit that link for more juicy drama.